A big question that came to my mind when the season started was the Endless Night simulation. We know that the Vex caused it and Mithrax can possibly save us from it, but what the heck started it? Today we're going to analyze some crazy details from the first mission that most of you may have missed, and also dive into the mystery behind the dark simulation set on the last safe city.
I don't know what will happen if we can't break the Vex's hold over the city. I do know that we must protect our people, no matter the cost. The Vex are machines, and no one understands machines better than the Elixir. Osiris and I could only think of one we might turn to. Mithrax, Kell of House Light. My spies report he claims to be among the last sacred splicers, those with the power to commune with machines. He may be our best and only hope. Find him, Guardian, before the Vex do.
So when thinking about this endless night, you may come up with a couple of different things. Maybe it was some type of Hydra, maybe it was a new Vex creation for this season, or maybe it was just Atheon. Now, while that could be a possibility, it seems that with Bungie setting up Savathun and all of this for a long time now, it could possibly be Quria Blade Transform. Here's a little backstory on what this giant Hydra is if you are unaware. Quria was created a very long time ago, and we can see this information present in the Books of Sorrow. One day, Crota, which is Oryx's son, was messing around and cut open a portal which allowed the Vex into the Ascendant Realm. This is sort of how the Vex came to existence, or to exist in our known universe, I guess. Here, the Vex were puzzled by Oryx's sword logic and the ways of the Hive. The Vex were kind of small here, they didn't really understand much, and so they manifested a new Axis mind whom they called Quria Blade Transform, which could understand Oryx's goals. After a time, the mind would battle Oryx a couple of times. The second time it fought Oryx, it tried to simulate him, but was unable to do so because he was too complex and too powerful. Now the last thing that Quria did before falling to Oryx in battle was send information it learned to the Vex Network, the place that we visit this season.
Did you send them into a Vex simulation?
The path before them is no illusion. The Guardian ventures through the Vex domain itself, where the machines guard their most precious secrets.
Now that's pretty cool, and that's a tie in itself right there, but that's not where this story ends. So after they fought, Oryx then took Quria partially, so it was still under their control, but it could also simulate things on its own. And from there, he gifted it to Savathun, his sister.
The Taken compromised a Red Legionary. It would explain how organized they've been. Without Oryx, I didn't think they could still, well, take.
We know that Savathun is super secret and has all these tricks up her sleeve, and she's been using them on us for a very long time now. Quria is of course among those tricks. For example, in Vanilla Destiny 2, it was believed that Quria acquired the power to take under Savathun. This culminated in some of the taken names seen on Io with Quiria's name in them, and also the information we got in Season of the Arrivals. And probably the biggest of them all is the Dreaming City curse loop, which is also her doing. Savathun's goal? Keep the city in a cursed loop until she can learn about the Awoken Distributary and gain enough power to demolish anything she wishes. So this of course was the first thing that came to my mind regarding who is causing the Endless Night. There was also the possibility of, like I said, maybe a new Vex boss or Atheon in the Vault of Glass, but it seems although there may be some new tricks in the Vault gameplay wise with some new triumphs and challenges and things like that, the story possibly is the same, much like they did when they added the strikes previously. It's a point in time where you just go back and revisit that story. Plus, I feel like they would have mentioned Atheon if that was the case, perhaps in the cutscenes for the season or in some dialogue in the missions. And to add on to that, some new players, maybe those who play it super casually, might not take part in a raid, so don't think they would tie the story to an entire season to that, but yeah. Now, if you're still a little bit iffy, we have even more evidence for Quria in the first mission of this season as well that takes place in the Vex Network. At the end here, you're getting trapped in the Vex Network as the walls close in around you. Some normal hydras start to spawn if you look around, and if you look in a certain direction, you can see a giant taken one before being teleported away.
You must flee. Now, do not fall in that lightless place. Another power works against me, pushing back. This is troubling. The system is collapsing. Hold strong. I will create another exit.
So this right here could be Quria Blade Transform. It's kind of hard to see from my still because I caught it last second, but others have captured it more clearly. As for some reference, here's what Quria looked like in the Grimoire anthology. So when you think about it, this makes sense when planning out content from Bungie's perspective. Witch Queen was supposed to release this year, possibly in September, and this season ends in August. So if Witch Queen was releasing this year, the season would have led right up to it, meaning that we would see Quria under Savathun's control in this season, possibly kill her as a seasonal boss, and then gear up to fight Savathun right after. This could have been the plan all along. Of course, they had to delay the expansion, or maybe they made Quria the season boss after that expansion was delayed. There's a lot of possibilities.
They seek to use their simulation to drain the light from this place. Bend it to their will, just as you seek to disrupt their network. But while you fight for survival, their motives are unclear. The network connection cannot be broken without destroying your city. Both are bound now, and one must fall for the other to survive.
Regardless, it looks like we may now know what is causing the endless night found in the last saved city. A powerful Hydra Axis mind under the control of Savathun, Quria Blade Transform. So there's definitely going to be a lot to unpack in the months and weeks to come, so I definitely hope you stay tuned to the channel. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. My name's Evade, and I'll catch you Guardians in the next one.